Hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. It is time for some small BS with Jess. I know it's a little bit early, but I'm super excited. I have an amazing thing that going on with life coach Lori. If you haven't checked her out, like she's amazing. So I have something with her at 1. So I'm just popping on a few minutes early to do our small business strategies that I like to give you guys every Tuesday. I'm super excited. And today I want to talk about keeping it professional. So you guys know that I like to give you these little nuggets because things are going on. Tensions are high. People are facing like so many restrictions and all types of things with their businesses. And so you're tending to get a lot more high-tempered people in there. You end up having these customers that are just upset, just in general. They don't know how to take it out on people. And you'll find that it tends to unravel pretty quickly. So I want to give you some basically just little tips today that can hopefully help out with that. And if you catch this live, go ahead and do hashtag live. If you catch it on the replay, go ahead and do hashtag replay. I actually got it over on the screen this time today. So I will look over here and make sure that I'm seeing you guys. Hi, Tiffany. Hello, girl. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. So yeah, we're talking about keeping it professional. And one ways that most people associate tempers is with their customers, right? And it's very, very easy, especially in a customer service position, when someone comes at you and they're angry and they're upset, that it's really hard not to take it personal. Right? It's really hard not to take it personal because they're yelling at you or they're upset. And one of the techniques that I like to tell people to do is actually something that I do with my kids. And so I thought it was kind of a fun technique to show you guys. And really what it is you want to make sure that when you are talking to them, that you're keeping your cool. You're staying calm. And the reason that is because when they see that you're super calm and they're getting out of hand and everything like that, if anything, it triggers the response of why am I so upset? And they're super calm about it. But if anything, too, it'll make them be a little more self-conscious about the way that they're reacting in what most likely is a public setting, right? So they are going to kind of like second guess their reactions or their actions if, you're being super calm and here they are completely flying off the handle. So, you're with your kids and they're yelling and yelling and yelling and you're yelling and yelling and yelling, brains and our minds close. We're not open to hearing anything at that point. Nothing is going to get resolved. And a good way to kind of keep it at that point too, if you notice that the person is getting to a point where they're escalating things or they're getting really, really angry, then, it's a good thing to say, I don't think this is going to be resolved right now. I really think maybe we should table this and just look at it for later, right? And it's okay to do that actually on social media too. You don't have to respond to everything. Not everything warrants your response. And I think that's an important thing to remember because especially when you get to a certain level, you're not going to be able to please everyone. So you just need to make sure that you're pleasing your niche and your people and your perfect customers. So make sure that you're still showing up for them, and those people that are going to have problems, let them take them somewhere else, right? So just remember to try and keep cool because I know that's hard. Tiffany says, I was always told to make it seem like they are in the right. They may be wrong, but gently weird. It's so they are. Word it so they are right. Gently word it so they are right. Okay, yeah, and it's more so just saying like validate their feelings, validate that they're upset. You understand you're going to work to make this better for them. And that doesn't necessarily mean caving in. But, just make sure that you're not escalating the situation by bringing your temper with it. And as a former hot-headed lady who still has a little bit of a flair sometimes, this is definitely something that I have had to work on. And my face may get a little bit red or my ears might get a little bit hot, especially when you have people like being really upset with you. But it's just really, really important to keep calm. You're going to be so much happier afterwards too. It's not going to be something that you're going to be shameful or regret later on that you didn't keep your cool. So try and do it ahead of time. Okay. I have a unique trick too, especially if you're like brick and mortar and people are coming to see you and everything too, which actually works a little bit better now with online stuff when we're doing Zooms as well, because you want to make sure if you have something like reflective in the background, and this is something that somebody else had taught me, if you have something reflective in the background, your customers are going to see their reaction to you. And again, it's kind of that response of, why am I so angry? And when they see themselves, it kind of registers with them that they're either getting angry or they're making these angry faces, or maybe they don't realize the extent of the temper that they're bringing forward. So a little trick that I had been taught was to actually put a mirror or something behind you so they can see themselves when they're talking to you. And tell me if you try that, because it really does work. Yes. Yes. Sorry, typo text. Yeah, that's okay. Sandwich it. Yes. So you're gonna sandwich just exactly. Yes, Tiffany. I love that. But that is a trick that I had been taught. So if you've done that, or if you do it, let me know if it works for you. Okay. And the number one thing that I always stress again and again and again, and it will work for customers, contractors, employees, and that is create a policy. Okay. That is something that I so stress on businesses. As soon as you are going to get to the point where you're building your business, I think one of the base blocks and one of the first things that you need to do is decide how you want to react to things as a business. So if you're not going to accept refunds, you need to get that in place. If you are going to accept refunds, you need to make sure it is exactly written out to how you will, in what form. If you only give a refund for the first 30 days of something, then fine. If you'll give a refund for a product that is not damaged, then make sure that you have that. And then make sure that you're always following that. And I know it's really, really hard because people come to you with stories and they'll come to you with issues. But the first time you start to sway from that, you're going to realize real quick that it's going to get around, or someone's going to say, well, I just saw that you did that for them. I want you to do it for me. Now, I'm not saying there might not be extenuating circumstances with different customers, but if you create a policy, it's really important that policy isn't prejudice. So it's really easy to blame your policy for something, right? So if you're really, if you have something that is a policy and somebody comes to you and says, hey, I want to do this, and you can say, well, I understand that, and that stinks, or I'm sorry to hear that. Our policy is that we don't accept returns after 30 days. Maybe the next time that you purchase with us, if something happens, you'll be able to return it in that time. I'm sorry. Hopefully this doesn't affect your experience with us and you'll continue to be a customer. But when you put it on the policy, it kind of takes the weight and the burden off of you and puts it onto that. So I always tell people policy isn't prejudice, because if you follow that policy for everyone that walks through your door, or everyone that uses your services, or everyone that you use an email to, there's not going to be somebody that says, oh, you're just doing this because you don't like me for this reason or that reason, or you're being unfair. Okay. It's fair if you follow it for everyone. So that's my main tips for keeping it professional when things get heated or out of hand. And I like to keep these short. Tiffany, thank you for showing up, girl. Let me know if any of you come on the replay. Let me know if any of these tips or tricks work for you. And if you have anything that you want to hear, please reach out to me and let me know. I always love bringing these little nuggets to you guys. And if you or your business are struggling or you have questions, please reach out to me. You can email me. My email has been scrolling along here. It's Jessie@wildjessie.com, or you can direct message me or personal message me, and I'd be happy to help you out. You can also check out my website, and I will get the link in that below. But I'm going to let you guys go. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support, and have a wonderful Tuesday. All right. Bye, guys.